gonna be the final part of my Simplicity 2210 Landlord restoration. I do a little plowing video. It's not plowing that terribly good. It's a little muddy too. But yeah, you probably saw me pulling the clutch back with my foot. I think there was a little ice in the clutch. It doesn't usually do that, but there she is. 1967 Simplicity 2210 Landlord, made in Port Washington, Wisconsin by Alice Chalmers. It's all restored. Until it does a okay job plowing up the garden. It's an 8-inch plow. It should really be a 10-inch, and I don't think it was from that last furrow. I don't think it was going down as deep. Well, I guess it did. I think she was doing an okay job. There's some clay pockets down here. It doesn't really want to dig in, but it's kind of muddy too. You probably saw me up there. I went down in and started spinning. But yeah. Got all the lights going on it. Turn the ignition on. First click is the reverse light. You can see my red tail light there. And if I pull it out all the way, you can tell it. Got my flashing rear light. It's hooked up to an automotive style hazard flasher fuse. Got the front lights. And you can see all three lights ain't drawing that terribly much power. See it pop back when I shut the switch off. I did go ahead and replace the amp meter on it, because the other one I cracked when I was putting the steering column back in, and then the dash tower back on. Hang a little paint on there that I guess kind of wore off, but you know, she's in pretty good shape now. Did get, in case anybody's looking for wing bolts for these old tractors with the flat hoods where you got these wing bolts, I got them at Home Depot. They don't look quite like stock, but you know, they're better than just regular old hex head bolts in there. I got them. I think I bought 8 of them. I got a set on the Landlord and a set on the Yo-Man. All the decals on the front, the Landlord, the S logo, and the stripe. Vintage decals. They do excellent work. If you haven't heard of them, just Google them. Excellent work. They can make them if they don't have them. Very pleased with their decals. Good quality. Never had any peel up. The orange on the S is fairly close to the AC orange I used on the hood. But you know what? I ain't complaining. She looks nice. The decal on the side there is an original. Same with the one on this side. It's in a little bit better shape, I think. I still gotta do something with the chrome on this lift lever. I ain't gonna polish it though until I get a bigger storage space to put them in. I'm looking at getting a storage tent. I was gonna put a hydro lift on her, but I need to get I need the pulley that runs off of the crank, the drive shaft. And I'm also looking for the mounting bracket where it mounts back onto, I think, the bevel gearbox. If anybody has those parts and wants to sell them, let me know. And I'll see if she'll fire up. She should. I just had it running. She's hot. runs good, doesn't smoke. Original rings. I did do the head gasket. I did not do the oil pan gasket. The previous owner had told me he had replaced that. It didn't seem to be leaking, so I left it. Another thing, in case anybody's wondering, this front PTO protector that goes on the crankshaft. See if I can get her off. Actually, no, I'm not. There it comes. That is you can get them for the B series. I think you can get them on Wells Implement. They're lift levers, grips, and they don't. When you get them, they don't have this hole cut out all the way. So what I did is I cut it down, and it fits over there. Put a little oil in there so it doesn't stick on. Works great. Looks pretty darn close to factory. And you can see up in there, I'm not going to take the hood off, but I've replaced just about all the head bolts. I lost the screws I bought for the gas tank straps, so you probably noticed those aren't screwed down. In that garage somewhere. I ain't buying 2 more of them because I know I have them. But yeah, she's done. It's actually been more or less done for about 2 months, but I haven't gotten around to getting a video up. It's actually been at a couple tractor shows. If anybody's seen me there, please leave a comment that you have. I was at the Garden Tractor Days in Portage, Wisconsin. I was also at the Steam and Gas Show in Durable, Wisconsin, exhibiting this tractor. Was at both. And if you're into garden tractors, I highly recommend if you come to the Garden Tractor Days here in Portage, Wisconsin. The guy who runs it, Brett SC, is a good friend of mine. This year they had, I think, over 500 garden tractors there. It's just a garden tractor show. Vintage Garden Tractor Club of America is one of the sponsors. Also had a couple guys from South Dakota that brought a bunch of yellow AC garden tractors down. It's a wonderful show. It's worth going to.